Hey Clashers, we have the World's Qualifier back for this month and we have an incredible matchup, Synchronic versus Electros JP. I mean, this match is going to be epic for sure, and we have Synchronic starting things off with Leo, and we have a Royal Champion charge. Okay, let's double check the equipment, so nothing too crazy here, I guess. No, everything as usual when it comes down to the equipments for this specific strategy. We have those Root Riders in there. And then it seems like so far we're having the lock launcher. So he's trying to take down this top left side with a recall, keeping the Royal Champion and as well the Fox healthy, and then diving from the top side with the lock launcher. At least that is what I'm expecting. But no, okay, a different approach here, which I think is quite nice because that top side might have been expected, who knows? But this left side might be not on the awareness list of the defender. Lock launcher so far opening everything, looking really solid. And as well, the Yeti should take down the multi-inferno tower, right? Yeah, I think they should take down that multi-inferno tower, which is amazing, obviously. We have the bottom side not funneled just yet. When is he going to take down that? Okay, there goes the king. Giga Bomb so far is getting skipped, which is quite obvious, really nice. But nothing is so far open towards the town hall, or is it? No. Some troops actually open towards the town hall. Oh no, do you see what I see? The healers are stuck on the iTzu Queen, the Root Riders. Poor Root Riders. Yes, I know, Root Riders are strong, but they are really, really bad if you do not have the healers following. And that's exactly what has happened to Leo here. The Root Riders will go down eventually, and that is going to be a big problem for the attacker. Maybe the Warden can catch up, so he can catch them in the Warden ability. That would be amazing for him. And there we go. Even catching 2 Root Riders still in there. The healers now have to follow. But this is stuck. Guys, the Warden is full hit points. Okay, they're just trolling at this point, but it still looks somewhat okay. Maybe because he has the Royal Champion ability still left. He has the King and the Queen ability. So at this stage, this is still possible because the heroes can walk around the outside, but he has to be careful as well of time at this stage as well. Maybe a wizard for the core. He is already doing it. This is why those guys are the pros. Really nice awareness of getting the... There is the anti-cleanup tornado trap for the wizard, but the multi-inferno tower actually took down the wizard, so he has to redeploy another one. Or maybe wall break and a super barbarian or something. I don't know. Let's see what exactly the plan is going to be. Queen and King ability are trying their best, but I don't think that he's going to push all the way through. But in hard mode, we all know already that even one of those high percentage attacks, 2 stars, can be a big pressure point already early on for the other team. And this one goes all the way to 96, maybe even 97%. Ooh, nope. 96% 2-star. Solid start. But let's see what Electros is going to do. And we have another Royal Champion charge with those Root Riders in here. But this time around with a Golem in front to make sure that the troops are staying alive a little bit longer. More hit points. And the Royal Champion charge going for this Fire Spitter on the far left side. So where is this entry going to go? Like, what is going to be the entry looking like? Because we have the Town Hall with a lot of storages or like high hit point, non-defensive buildings around it. So it's really hard to predict where exactly the troops are going to walk them from over there. The funnel is set. Where's the entry point? It's going to be next to the Town Hall with the iTzu Queen and the Siege Barracks to then have most likely the Root Riders entering into this cannon right here, like the multi-merge tower. There we go. Headhunter in behind most likely. Where's the Headhunter? Come on, come on. Yes, 2 Headhunters. Yep. Over 4 Headhunters, 2 were already deployed. We have now the Root Riders moving in here. Test rooms right in front to make sure that everything looks solid for the opening. King and as well the snakes are going around the outside. Let's double check the equipment quickly, but I assume there's nothing unexpected. Yep, like those are the most common approaches when it comes down to those to the strategy. And we have as well the overgrowth to make sure the pathing is not as unpredictable as you would have assumed around this town hall. Rage to lead everything quicker into the back end. The Giga Bomb could be a big deciding factor still. But with the Spiky Bomb, maybe it's going to be dodged a little bit. Nope, there it goes. But the multi-arch tower is staying alive for now. iTzu Queen trying her best. Royal Champion in the core as well. So much still on the back end. with the Root Riders mostly going down. I see quite a few of his troops left alive, especially the heroes. Queen ability is still there. And that should be the first 3-star for Electros. I think they have made it all the way. The Root Rider is opening up the next compartment. The Queen ability is still there, which means he can spawn 2 more Archer Queens and as well the Giant. So, guys, I think Team Electros might have the first 3-star in their hand, depending on how the finish is going to look like. 2 more Super Barbarians, the Tesla on the outside. I assume they were placed there to really mess up the pathing of a Royal Champion, something like that maybe. But wait a second, everything else died. So now everything relies on this Archer Queen with her ability. And this cannon with the Archer Queen on the defensive side right behind might be a dangerous thing to encounter. Okay, 20%. Time is going to be a factor as well. Like this storage, having like not full hit points, but still, let's just see. No way. No way. Wait. Warden? Warden is going for the storage, and it's going to be the 3. This could have not been any closer. And this means Team Electros JP is starting things off with a 3-star. And Synchronic, they need to answer. Synchronic answers with another Root Rider attack of their, like, on their own. But wait a second. This looks like a fireball, right? Yep, there's no recall spell. So let's see how iTzu is going to get this right. Let's double check the equipments again. Okay. Well, looks solid. Where's the fireball? There we go. Nice. I think he did not catch this Inferno Tower. This Inferno Tower could have went down with the proper earthquake. Ouch. Okay. This hurts. I think he has missed quite some of those defenses. The Inferno Tower for sure could have went down, especially considering that it's standing inside one of the Rage Towers. This can be a big factor moving forward. So, especially as for pathing wise, I mean, this Inferno Tower is going to be so annoying as he's trying to path into those fire spitters. I mean, he has the overgrowth for this area as well, but still, that's rough. I hope that's not going to backfire too much for him. But he has the Archer Queen funneling at the top side. He has the Root Riders pushing in. And he's not catching that multi-Inferno Tower. So this could be really, really struggling for him. Because the healers might be on there. He has to freeze it now. Oh, that's so unfortunate. This Inferno Tower would have went down. But the troops are pathing towards the tunnel, which means they're skipping the damage for now. We have the King and the Queen on the outside pushing everything back together. But the question is now, is it going to be enough power for the back end? Because the healers have to stay alive. The most crucial part about those attacks are the healers and them staying together. There's now the red mines. And there's nothing he can do about it because he's using the Unicorn on the Warden. Some troops are going to the core. But with the Rage Tower and the healers already in range of that multi-Inferno Tower, they're just gone. And Root Riders without healers, that's rough. That is a really rough thing. Royal Champion ability has to be activated to make sure that she's staying behind. But the Root Riders are trying their best to opening the compartments. But guys, this core is still looking incredibly deadly. This looks like another defense for Electros JP. The Royal Champion in the core. Is he going to make it all the way? He has the Invest Tower. Is he going to invest it? Yes, he does. He's going for the next Inferno Tower. Does he take it out is the question, though. Nope, not enough. And the Beer Hut is going to repair everything up again. There goes the wall break. The Giant Bomb is denying that wall break, though. Another wall break is invested. But I guess there's more traps. No more traps. King ability for more damage. Can he take down everything? Queen has her ability still. There we go. Oh, the Monolith is on the original Archer Queen. 30 seconds. Can he still make this work? This would be so incredible. The Minion Prince on defense is super annoying. Oh my gosh. Why is the one Archer Queen going for the wall and... Oh no. Come on, Giant. Go for the wall. Please, you can make it. You can make it, Giant. No. It's another high percentage. It's a 98% 2-star. This one Inferno Tower... I think if this one Inferno Tower is gone, right there, this would have been a triple. The one Earthquake, he is going to be really mad. But Electros JP have now the chance of putting up another 3-star. Otherwise, though, since we have such high percentages, everything is still wide open. We have SCK with his Royal Champion charge on his own versus Philip. He's going in with quite some more tanking, to be honest. We have two of those ice golems in the mix. Where is the Royal Champion going, by the way? So, Invis is there. Oil Tower has been triggered, which means the Fox is not going to have a great time whatsoever. The Mortar is shooting again. Another Invis. So he's right now cycling the Invis spells to keep the Fox alive. It's not working. So that's... What? Where did the attack come from? She was already recalled. That was kind of crazy. But okay, the entry point is clear now for him. Root Riders are in. King and Queen are funneling. Let's double check the equipments. But I guess it's, again, nothing. It's always the same. Like with those attacks, it's really always the same approach. But the King is going into the main push, which is not optimal typically. And we have as well now the push for the core. Giga Bomb is getting avoided for now, which is amazing for him. The vulnerability is getting used as he's approaching the core. The Root Riders have split massively. I think he has a push now in the core and on the left there, which is never a good thing. You want to have your troops together with those Root Riders because of the healers and their effectiveness. Springtrap to take down the Ice Golems. He has now two pushes at the same time with the core and as well with the top left side. The Royal Champion trying her best to stay alive, taking down that Monolith, which is really solid for her. But the healers and the Royal Champ will go down on the back end. The healers have to travel across. Can they pick up the healing again? Oh, there are the red mines. The red mines. The sweeper. And nope, those healers are gone, which means the Root Riders are on their own. And this is always the same. This is why I'm always telling you guys in my videos about the most crucial things of those attacks. Even though in the regular mode, there's a lot of things which can go wrong and you can see a 3-star. But you can really see mistakes like this can really cost you in those attacks. And the number one rule with those Root Rider attacks is, that's right, keep your healers alive. And the second point is keep your troops together so the healers are as efficient as possible. Those two things are the most crucial rules for those ground attacks. And for this one, the troops did split too much because the King went inside. And with that, the funnel on the other side was not guaranteed. He's still going to collect quite a few percentages, but I think for 3 stars, that is not going to be an option. Or is he actually going to make it? Time is running out. The Rage is giving him some more damage output, I assume, to get a high percentage as well on their own. But 3-star is off the table, but still 94, maybe even 95, 96% is a solid result, considering that everything split, as I said earlier. But 96% 2-star, really solid save, and Electros right now are looking really good. At the same time, though, Synchronic, a 3-star, and this match could flip. Now we're back, not back, but we're into the dragons now. Okay, using the... Wait, was this intentional is the question. I mean, we know that there are bugs, and I've experienced them as well many times. They're super frustrating with the equipments, and like wrong equipments are getting selected and such things, which is it's just so annoying. So I'm not sure if the giant arrow was intended. He wanted to push his Royal Champ into the core. That was the original goal here, which he is able to do right now. But I'm not sure if the equipments for the Archqueen were correct, especially the giant arrow. But it is fine. He got the job done, pushed his Royal Champ into the core. That was exactly what he was looking for. Now let's see how much more he can take down. He already has taken down, take a look at this, so much of the space. Now remember, obviously, he has no Archqueen left. So he has no funneling hero for... Oh no. That is always bad for him. Oh. Come on, turn things invisible. Okay, he does turn things invisible. Where is the Royal Champ going, by the way? She's trolling. Are you kidding me? Okay, go for the Mocha Inferno Tower. You can still take that out with using the next... Okay, perfect. So, back to the dragons. We have the Electro Dragon chaining already on the left. Take a look at this Electro Dragon. That is incredible. What a great... That Electro Dragon taking down so much. And remember, not just funneling, but as well dealing a ton of damage to get the timings in, because not having an Archqueen following you around the outside is a lot of DPS missing, and time is such a big factor moving through the space. He has the healing tome, so this is even a bigger factor. This is why he's using the siege barracks to make sure that, well, he's getting a strong push, and time is less big of a factor. Moving in, he has strong equipments for the back end. This looks solid. Philip might get the first 3-star for Synchronic. There's a Black Mine. Ooh, was it early enough? I think he might have blocked the damage off this Black Mine with his ability there. Turn it home. Really nice. Electro Dragon is coming in here to get healed back up again. Black Mines are hitting. Rocket Loons on the back end. I think Philip has done it. This would be such a big turning point for this match. If, on the other side, Team Electros JP cannot 3-star, that would be a big difference. On this one, it looks like a huge overkill, actually. What an amazing play here from Synchronic, from Philip. Really clean attack. Getting the 3-star in with those dragons. Controlling his Royal Champ like a master with this Archqueen and her Angry Jelly. Really nicely done. I'm still unsure with the Giant Arrow. Maybe he sniped something back here to create funnel or something. Either way, masterpiece. He got the 3-star. He did the job. And now back to Team Electros. Electros is keep going with their Root Rider approaches. And we have an interesting looking base with a core which is completely isolated with a ton of buildings, with not giving any defensive pathing, which is quite smart. But let's see how he's going to figure that out with those Root Riders. Maybe he's relying on the Rocket Spear. Exactly. That is typically a counter, which you can do. You just use the Rocket Spear to have the Royal Champion around and the outside layer to get shots into the core so your Root Riders don't have to path in there. This is kind of like the key aspect here. But for now, he has to recall the Royal Champ because he wants to make sure that the ability is not getting activated too early. And there we go. Minion Prince survived, but the Billiard can't repair it, so it's going to stay on low hit points. But let's see how strong the push is going to look like. He's using the Barrel Linger. How strong is that going to look like? What does he... Okay, so far he has Test Runes in there. Okay. What else is in there? Another Test Rune is in there. Okay. Snakes are going crazy, by the way, on this bottom side. Giga Bomb is triggered. Archqueen takes a lot of damage, but still. We have now the Root Riders actually going to the core. Okay. The pathing created was good enough to open up the compartment there. But now everything is a little bit split. Some might go to the top side. Exactly. This is something you never want to have to happen. And I really hope that this is going to not backfire in the end again, because we have seen from Electros JP already an attack where things have split, and that has backfired quite a bit for him. So, Root Riders around the top side. Healers are... Guys, are you trolling? Healers are stuck on the Warden, not taking any damage while the Root Riders and everything is dying. Are you kidding me? What's the point there? Healers? They're paid actors. Are you... The Warden has not taken a single damage for an eternity. Oh my gosh, sometimes healers really... I can't. Like, healers are such stupid... Like... Oh my god. I feel so bad for him. He got completely robbed. Oh my... I mean, I'm not sure if it would have been a 3-star, but at least would have been maybe a higher percentage 2-star, because this right now might cost them quite a bit based on the percentage game. Because with this, we have Synchronic now back in the lead, and those healers did not do much in this attack, unfortunately. So, oh, that's not great. That's not great. I mean, not like mistake from the attacker, but just the healers not doing their thing. It's a 90% 2-star, which is still really solid, but this means it's all tied on stars. Percentage goes to Synchronic, and still 4 attacks to do. And now the person who's always getting voted the MVP, and that is General Action. He's coming in with Electro Dragons with healers. Are you okay? Are you kidding me? I mean, I love it. I love it. That is something which you haven't seen in quite some time, at least I did not. And he's running the healer puppet with the Giant. No magic mirror, and he's going in from the far side towards the town hall. Is he going to use the blimp? Yes, he does. Warden ability. A lot of dragons are taking quite a bit of damage, and he's bringing the clone in here. Interesting choice, because, well, the easy answer is there's not much value around the town hall, but the blimp is not making it all the way. So we have now the... Oh no. I think he wanted to use the clones and by accident use the invis spells. The town hall still has to go down. Oh no. Oh no. He has the Royal Champion to still save things up. But, ooh, that was really heavily baited by Electros. They were expecting this entry quite a bit. But can he save the second star? I mean, there's still a few attacks left in this match. This match is far from being over, and right now we have the lead for Synchronic. But attacks like this can really backfire quite a bit. Maybe Sneezy can go for the town. If the tower goes down, that would be massive for him, because this means he could use the Royal Gem on the outside. Oh, are you kidding? There's a Black Mine right away, so he has to use the Minion Prince for the Town Hall. That is really not... Ah, that's so unfortunate. I would have liked to see the attack if the Blimp would have reached there, but just shout out to the Electros JP base builder getting that tornado trap over there. King is in range. There goes the freeze. Okay, we have the rocket spear. Come on, rocket spear. No, wait, he has the... Oh, okay. No rocket spear, but instead the Hog Rider puppet. Okay, but this is a really low percentage attack. I feel like at this stage, Synchronic needs a triple in their last attack. Otherwise, it's a rough call. And at the same time, they need now 2 defenses. I think on percentage, it's going to be not easy to win whatsoever. But guys, I think we're just jumping right into the next attack and see how Electros JP is going to handle their last 2 attacks. Because this attack has changed everything. So, let's find it out. It is Dragons with a mass invisibility Royal Champion charge. And if they triple, this match is pretty much over, depending on the percentage gain. But let's see. Okay, we have the charge going in here around the top left, like just the left side, to be honest. We have the 2 fire spitters with the rage towers around, not covering that much, interestingly. So the X-bows are out of range. But how much is that going to impact? Whenever you're doing a Royal Champion charge around the Barbarian King, it is risky because, well, that Royal Champion loves to be stuck on that defending king. It's, I don't know, to me it just feels a bit random on where exactly she's going. But for now, it looks really solid, really nice invisibility timing right here. Getting this Royal Champion all the way across into the merged multi-tower. Now, question is, did he get enough value? That's to me the biggest question. Fire Spitter number 1 is under attack. He should get that out, right? Right? Yes, nice. Scatter won't go down, but he's already triggering the Rage Tower, which is not that big of a deal because it's on the back end, right? So I think it's fine. He will go in from the top left side, I assume, because of this Fire Spitter, but he's entering at least a little bit into it. He has as well the Giga Bomb, which means he has to cover that with the Eternal Tome ability. The Baron King at the bottom side, and as well the Siege Barracks, I assume, to get the time going. Warden ability. No Warden ability to block the Giga Bomb. Okay, interestingly enough, now the Warden ability. Ooh, I'm not sure if that... let's see. We'll find out if that's going to be enough power on the back end, but it's a lot of base still left. We have 2 multi-arch towers and air defense in behind, a lot of damage, and the Minion Prince ability has to be used... I was about to say on the gold storage, but he used it earlier. Was it the auto ability? I'm not really sure, because with the other angle, he would have caught the Monolith as well. But this does not look too good, or does it? I mean, he still has the Minion Prince, but there's a lot of damage still left on the back end. Rage Tower goes down before he can pop, which is really solid for this Inferno Tower right here. King ability to go through some of those buildings. Warding going down. Sneezy is now in play. He has a lot of super minions. That can be still enough, actually. It's all about this last multi-arch tower. That thing has to do a ton of work right here. But I think it's a triple. I think Sahara has done it. Oh my goodness, he has done it to get the 3-star. And now Synchronic needs a miracle. They have to 3-star first. And then they have to get a crazy defense. So if they can triple now, this match would be perfectly scripted. Mark has to 3-star with this attack. He's going in with the Royal Champion charge, having overall 5 invisibility spells. And starting things up. Oh, the Fox. Okay, the Fox is walking inside the invisibility spell. That would have been a really bad start. Losing many hit points on the Royal Champion or the Fox early on. Next invis. And the Archqueen is, the Royal Champion is getting lured away from this opening with some really nicely placed testers. So they tested this entry for sure with those traps. Are there any more giant bombs? Yep, there are. He's using the invisibility to redirect the Royal Champion. Really smart play. But an early recall. Okay, that's interesting. They really just wanted to create this cut here to get the pathing in behind the tunnel. Now he gets this cut right here. But the opening is quite wide, I want to say, which means the Root Riders have to path perfectly. And as well, we need the healers this time around to stay on those troops. If we have the same happening as what happened earlier to Electros JP, things are not looking good for Synchronic whatsoever. The Queen walking inside here, not sure if that is good. Headhunter is deployed to take down the defending King. Archqueen inside the middle of the base might be not the worst. We have now the King on the outside, the Queen on the inside. Is that going to backfire? That's the question. I think it's actually going to be fine. He's turning the monolith invisible and as well taking it out with the overgrowth. Was that good? Was that bad? I'm not guaranteed sure, but so far the pathing looks amazing. Is this... all of the red mines are getting triggered. That is really good for the help of those healers, and so far the healers are doing an amazing job. This air defense though has to go down. He needs to do something about this air defense. The Yetis are going for the core. The Yeti might take down now this this monolith, which would be amazing for him, so nothing has to backtrack. King ability, but most of the Root Riders went down. Queen ability still intact, which means he can use that to take down this back end here. Oh, does he see it? Yep, there we go. Giant is getting spawned. The healers are there as well. There's still so much base left. This Archqueen has to do an insane job. We have still a merged cannon, a merged arch tower, a multi-arch tower. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. The spawned queens are slowly going to disappear. The healers are on the warden yet again. Is the original Archqueen dead? I think the original Archqueen is dead. We have only a clone here. And it's actually going to be a defense. Synchronic not able to deliver this 3-star. And this is going to make Electros JP the winner of this match right here. Giving them the access to the next round. As long as the last attack is not going to be messed up. But this so far looks really, really nice. Warden taking down the multi-arch tower, but guys, there's too much base left for the Warden to handle, especially in hard mode, and this means everything relies on the last defense on Synchronic. But I'm trying to hype it up a little bit because it is not the most likely scenario that we're going to see a 1-star now. I would assume the safest possible 2-star. What is the safest possible approach on this base? There's another question. We have the raid tower set up just like this. We have the Royal Champion shot right here. I'm not sure if that's the safest approach, but I mean, Flame Flinger, I guess, is quite solid value, guaranteed. He needs to take down the ground expo though, because that is going to be in range otherwise. He's trying to get there right now, but I feel like with those Tesla popping up, he might have an issue of getting down the expo, so he has to redirect the Royal Champion, turning her invisible again. The Fox is dead, so things were a little bit more tricky than what he was expecting. Taking a lot of damage as well on the Royal Champion. Now the question is, where is he going to enter? Into the multi-arch tower would be my assumption. And yep, there we go, exactly. Root Riders are in. Healers are there as well. Headhunters are looking good, taking down the Minion Prince. That's looking solid. And I mean, that Flame Flinger is getting crazy value right there. Really nicely spotted. We have the Root Riders going in. We have the King and Queen on the top, like, just the left side. Not the top left side, but you know what I mean. Red mines are getting triggered already, quite a few of them from the boogers. We have the... I was about to say, do not overgrowth the town hall, please, okay, for the 2nd star. He's so close for the 2nd star, and that would guarantee them the win versus Synchronic in this matchup here. And yep, there we go, 2nd star secured, and this means Electros JP winning this match versus Synchronic. What a crazy matchup here. 11-12 in the end is going to be the final score. If this is going to be a triple, it's even going to be 11-13 in the end here. Flameflinger not doing too much anymore. The Root Riders went all the way across towards the 2nd Fire Spitter. We have King and Queen on the top left side. Let's just zoom out and see how much base is left, because looks like not much base is left here. There goes the freeze. Could have frozen the cannon as well. Not really sure there why he decided against it. The Giant is doing a lot of damage here. Giant taking down those defenses like it's crazy and tanking for the Archer Queen. This still has the chance of 3-starring. Or does it? I mean, the air defense is right now quite annoying for him. But this is just so perfectly spread. I mean, oh, Queen. Wait, is it 30 seconds? Sneezy? Sneezy, can you carry? With the mid... Wait, this is going to be another 3-star. Electros JP putting up 13 stars. So if Synchronic would have 3-starred, it wouldn't have even mattered because Electros JP getting 13 stars in the end. What an impressive result. And this means 13-11 is indeed going to be the final score. GG's to both of those teams. What an incredible match. But clear winner in the end. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys back tomorrow with the next one. Until then, see ya and bye-bye.